Good now, beautiful souls. Who do I have here? I don't think I have my screen wide enough to see the bubbles yet. There we go. Who do I have here? Rachel. Good now, love. I think there was someone else, but you're the only one here right now. I thought I saw Katie. Good now, Judy from Northern Cali. I love it. Is it bright and sunny where you are? Because it's starting to get dark here at 5 p.m. Donna, good now, love. Good now. How's everyone feeling? This is the last day. We're celebrating and seeing what has come up for you. Good now, love. Who's that? Susie? Susie. Good now, Amy. Who else has popped in working while on here? I love it. Good now, Tanya. Good now, love. Yay! Robin says healing humans. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Good now, Robin. My alliteration angel. Good now, Karen Q. I love it. Oh my gosh, Violet 108. I normally grab like lives from other teachers that are coming up, and I did not do that tonight because I'm not even fully here myself. But I like to share other teachers' lives when they pop in the room so that people can kind of put a name with the face, so to speak. I know you got a couple coming up, so I'm sure people know who you are, but if they don't, Violet 108 is one of our amazing teachers here on IT. I think I saw Belinda. Yep, good now, Belinda. Caitlin, another teacher on IT. Good now, Caitlin, love. I love it, love it. All right. Let's get this party started. Y'all know we are celebrating you for 10 days. You challenged yourself. Whether you did everything according to the journal or not, I am still going to celebrate you. Even just for 10 days, it highlights some things, right? Like how Justin was sharing. He's like, my parents were making hot dogs and french fries, and I had to. He said it woke him up out of his sleep. And so it just, like, 10 days doesn't sound like a lot, but it'll feel like a lot if you're like trying to shift your habit a little bit, because shifting habits is not always the easiest things to do. And then we have a tendency to think we're cutting things off or depriving ourselves of something. But yeah, I just want to celebrate you however much you followed through with it. I'm pretty sure I had a day where I didn't even fully follow the grocery list. So I just want to take a deep breath in real quick, just get us all settled in. And then I just want to check in. Thank you so much for the hearts. I love it. I'm going to share some back. If I can get my camera to act right. Okay. Just take a couple of deep. I told y'all 5 p.m. and 5 a.m. I'm half asleep. Take a couple of deep breaths at your own pace. And as you're taking these deep breaths, I just want you to think of like just one word that you can say how your brain feels today after having gone through this 10-day challenge. How are you feeling? How's your brain feeling? How's your body feeling? I know, who was it? Was it you, Karen Q? Or someone saying earlier in the challenge they were feeling kind of tired. I can't remember who said that. So I was curious how, if anything has shifted just popped in. Andrea, good now, love. You're very tired. You need a nap. Please take a nap. Unless it's going to interfere with your sleep. At 5, it might. Yeah, it would for me. Although I think I would be able to sleep all the way through, at least to like 3 or 4. If you are here and you had not joined the challenge, that's not an issue as well. Me too. You've been feeling unusually sleepy today. I hear you. Um, is there any insight as to? No worries. I'm so grateful for it. I was just getting ready to say that the replays of the first 2 sessions are on the tube of you. You've been sleeping much longer. Grateful for sleep. I love it. Karen Q, is there anything that you could think of that would point to your unusual sleepiness? I know, right? Especially as a projector, right, Violet? Anybody who's a projector in human design. A lot of open centers. And anyone else who has been participating in a challenge, whether it be all 10 days or just a couple of days, what is one word that you would say how you're feeling today compared to the beginning of the challenge? For me, I would say, well, it's not one word, it's 2. More aware. Even though I've do this kind of thing all the time, I'm pretty cognizant of what I consume. It brought up some things for me that not anything too much that I feel like I need to change, but it's just like, that's interesting. Buena hora, Ban. Feeling a little tired with more clarity. I like it. I like it. You want to share more about that? Is it tired because sometimes when people shift from less carbohydrates, they will get tired until their body starts to learn how to use other fuel sources, but also get more clarity. So I would be interested to learn what your takeaway is from that, Ban. And Karen says, I would say in a couple of days, I feel more conscious of my food decisions. Love it. Yeah, because it can be, good now, Lauren, it could be easy to, which is why one of the tips I gave, I was like, don't let yourself get hungry, because your body will just allow you to eat anything. It's like, please feed me. I was sharing with someone the other day how, although I wasn't hungry, I had a dental appointment years ago. This happened years ago. I don't know how many years, probably about, how long have I been retired? I've been retired going on 7 years. So it was probably about 10 years ago. Good now, love. I had a dental appointment. They had to numb me up for something. I don't remember what, but I started to feel dizzy. And so they were like, did you eat anything? I'm like, no, was I supposed to? And so they went and found some miniature Snickers and a Coca-Cola. Y'all, I don't eat that and I don't drink that. I haven't had a Coke minus that. I hadn't had a Coke in ages. And my body was like, oh my God, this is so good. Please give me more. And good now. Can you please phonetically spell your name, love, so that I do not destroy it? And then I was taken aback. I was quite surprised at how receptive my body was of the Snickers and the Coca-Cola. And so I just, out of curiosity, I bought a miniature Snickers and a Coke one day, and I took a bite and I was like, nope. And I took a sip and I was like, nope. So that was a very good example of how your body will allow some things and may even taste good if it feels like it needs some support. So don't let yourself get hungry is a really good way to prevent eating stuff that you would not normally eat. So I hope that was helpful. Who popped in? Alicia with that puppy bear. Also, I prepped so that there's healthy meals available when I'm too tired to cook. Love that. Yeah, that is another good tip, right? If you're willing to, I have to remind myself that I'm worth the effort because it feels like so much effort. It's like I'm worth the effort to like prep meals or just set myself up for success. If this is what I said I want to do, this is in alignment with who I say I want to be, then this is the steps that I need to take, right? And so setting yourself up for success makes it so much easier because when you're tired, it's almost the same thing as when you just allow yourself to get hungry. It's like, I'll just take whatever, just give it. Right? Bonnie says, feeling a little more exhausted at times sooner than expected. My body craves more food. You might need more food. Your metabolism might be moving faster than you're probably digesting your food quickly. Be interested. Are you really active? I am not that person, but if you're like really active, moving around a lot, walking a lot, that is very possible. And with that, I know with the grocery list, it's not a lot. It's not heavy on carbs, which it is a fuel source. It's just some carbs are better than others. Robin says may also prevent getting hangry. Absolutely. Put on some music to motivate you to prep. Yes, agree, Karen. That is another great tip. Thank you for sharing that. For sure. Who else has popped in? Clarissa, good now, love. We're just talking about, we're on the last day of the 10-day challenge, and we're just talking about some of the things we learned about ourselves over the last 10 days, some of the tips that, we have, we're just sharing tips at the moment. And just sharing things that we've observed. Like some folks are a little tired. What ends up happening though when you start something like this is your body eventually stops looking for that form of glucose and it starts to burn other fuel sources. If you're a little overweight, then it'll start to burn the fat. That's when it starts to burn the fat tissues in the body. It uses that for fuel source because it's like, are we going to get some glucose from somewhere? And then when you answer with no by not feeding it that, then your body's like, well, I need something, and so that's when it starts. If you're on a weight loss journey, that is how that starts. I know, right, Robin? Good now, April. I know you don't normally see me in the evenings on a weekday, huh? In the evenings, hardly at all. Donna says, I've been working 10 to 12 hour days, no days off, and I notice my mindset about food. I deserve that cake or something I know not good for me. No sad face, my love. Isn't that awareness? We're celebrating. We always celebrate awareness. Yay. Yeah, not since you first start. Yep, you're right. I burned myself out a little bit doing that. So I was like, let me stop. I want to keep doing them. So yeah, I slowed down a bit. And school had started back up is what happened too. Because I think when I started, we were on winter break. Okay, Donna. My love. It's okay. I don't remember if I shared it in the live or in the chat that we have, but what you deserve is something that supports your health and your mood and all of that. So if you just shift, I don't like to say just because this is not that easy. If you shift your perspective on what deserving means or what that looks like, that may help. Other neighbors? Oh, I love it. Bonnie says, yes, I continue to... Yeah. Okay, but I feel much better mind-wise. My mind seems less jumbled and I think a bit clearer. I love that, Bonnie. Yeah, that tracks. So with you probably eat more sweet potatoes, the healthier carbs, the ones that don't spike your blood sugar so much, just to give you some extra energy. I love that y'all are neighbors. I love when we discover our neighbors. Like I'll see people on here from Alexandria or DC or Maryland. I'm like, oh my God, right around the corner. Like I had to come to an app to find you. Working a lot lately. I definitely need to meal plan and meal prep. may I suggest saying I want to meal plan and meal prep? There's something about saying I need to. It could just be me projecting. But personally, when I say I need to do something, I feel this resistance, like you don't tell me what to do, even though it's me telling me what to do. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. So it's like if I want to, then I'm more apt to do it. That's just my experience. Like I want to do that, then I'm gonna go do it because I'm the boss of me. But when I'm bossy at me, I'm like, you don't tell me what to do, even though I'm talking to myself. If you're not naturally a rebel, then I get it. But I tend to be like, if you ever take the brain type assessment, I think I have one of those brain types that says, yep, I get to is another one. Yep. One of those ones who's just automatically say no before I say yes, even to myself. I get to is extra special because y'all know when I only had one arm, like now I get to fold my clothes with both arms. Like it's the little things. I get to carry more than one thing from the car. So yes, get to is a definite. It adds some gratitude into it and some reverence. Thank you, Robin. Add some weight to it. Is it me or have I been talking a lot? I haven't even looked at my outline. Make sure I'm still on track. Bonnie, I would love to I love that you've noticed more clarity. I would love to see like what things you can do, probably a little bit more protein and then some of the healthier carbs to sustain your energy, or more smaller meals throughout the day, perhaps. Were you eating 3 meals or in a snack, or how are you doing that? And for anyone else who've been hanging out, have you noticed, has there been a shift in your relationship with food, even if it's just awareness? I know Donna's got some awareness, Karen Q's got some awareness. What is your relationship with food like? Your relationship with yourself? Like have you noticed any shifts, any subtle shifts? Cravings, mood stability, energy. Because things are, it's only 10 days, again, it's not a lot. So if you don't notice anything major, that's understandable and totally okay. I have had a shift with cravings. I love it. Awesome. I love that, Lauren. That's dope. Who was that? Also had like some major shifts like early on day 6. It just shows you how quickly your body will adapt when it's given the right environment. And at this point, the right environment are the foods you eat. And we talked about mindset, and we talked about sleep, and movement. So like just a few days of that and your body's like, oh yeah, I know what to do. Its body's very intelligent. Good now, Stephanie. I don't know if I said that out loud. I love that. Anyone else want to share? What else came up? And if there's any resistance that you have noticed that had come up that we can do some clearing around, let's do it. So that going forward, it can help clear any blocks that will make this any more challenging. If you could choose to continue kind of following this type of lifestyle. I see Karen Q says her menstrual cycle came 2 days ago and usually gets major cravings on the first day of your cycle, but resisted. Awesome. Was it resisted because you're choosing to resist because you're like, I want to follow this plan, or is it just you didn't like really have the cravings because things were more regulated? What do you think? And that's awesome. You grabbed nuts and raisins today for a snack instead of vanilla wafers. I like it. I bet that feels good. I love it. Bonnie says no more like 1 or 2 meals a day. I also do intermittent fasting, but did not fast during the challenge. Got it. Interesting. So when you're intermittent fasting, when you're doing that, are your meals bigger? No snacks. Okay. Were your meals bigger during the intermittent, and then without the intermittent, there were more two meals, but probably not as heavy, for lack of a better word. Just if you follow the grocery list. I love it. This is so fascinating to me. Okay, usual amount. So that's interesting. So when you intermittent fast, is that one? You didn't want to ruin what I was doing. You know what? Right? Starting over is, you lose the momentum and so many other things. But if you had to start over, that's also okay, because you're human and you're learning. Awesome. I love it. I do want to encourage, if this is something to, if you are, the goal, and you won't do this in the 10-day challenge, but the goal is to get to a place where you're not forcibly or intentionally resisting. You're getting to a place where you would just do fine without. Like, I'm okay, I don't even think about it. That would take a little bit work, or that 12-week program that I have that will make you hate me and love me at the same time, that actually helps a lot with that. But as you continue, if you continue to follow this lifestyle, it'll become easier, because your body will, for one, especially if resetting the sweet palate, if you have a sweet tooth, if you're using more fruits to satisfy that, then your body, those nutrients, your body's like, oh, this is what I've been looking for. And then you'll maybe try something else sweet that you used to eat, and your body's like, yeah, no, not so much. Can we go back to this over here? I understand what you mean. Like, it will come, naturally, without thinking too much about it. Yes, absolutely. And not in a way that, how we form habits. It's just because this is now a habit, and you don't think. It'll literally not thinking about it because your body's not even wanting it. So even more naturally than just cultivating a habit of not doing it. Because eventually, I remember one of the stories that Eric Edmeades from WildFit was sharing. He's like, there's a guy who gave up soda, I don't know how many years. It was a lot of years, like maybe 10 years. And then he went on that journey with Eric's challenge, the nutrition challenge. And Eric was like, so in the first week, he's like, make sure you eat whatever you want. Like, it's all about awareness, which is what I love that. It's all about awareness. Eat whatever you want. If you had stopped eating it and you want it, get it. And then the guy was like mad at him because he's like, you made me whatever. He's like, I didn't make you do anything. That is something that you wanted to do. You have been forcing yourself not to do it. And you actually, this is the truth. This is what was the actual truth. You really wanted it. And then after going through the program, he stopped, like, the cravings for that particular item. I think it was soda or something. The cravings were gone. Like, there was no desire whatsoever. No, it was a sweet. Like, he can walk past donuts and cookies without issue. I think that's what it was, pastries. And so that's the beauty of it. It's like you just gain this awareness. You understand what it's doing in the body, and then you get this deep sense of inner reverence, and you're like, I don't want to put my body through that. Like I was telling Justin about, the industry has done a beautiful job of highlighting, if you eat this, you could just work it off, or if you eat this, you can eat this to make up for it. I mean, it does help to work out. It does help to eat healthier after eating stuff that is not so great for you. However, you still already ingested what's not so great for you, and your body is still trying to make something of it. It's trying to build new cells from it, trying to build all these things. So, again, I'm not saying completely cut out all the junk food. I'm just saying being cognizant, being able to know Like, okay, when I eat this, this is what's going to happen, and I accept that risk, and I'm going to enjoy it, not judge it or anything. I'm just going to enjoy it because you're doing it more cognitively. The words don't word very well. This is late at night for me, y'all. But you know what I'm saying. That's just something to consider. I saw some other people pop in. I want to just say good now, and if you have any questions, like what are y'all talking about, feel free to jump in. Good now, KD. I like you like late night Nicole. It's a little delirious, right? Y'all have seen this version of me in the morning sometimes too. And earlier it's very similar, right? Thank you. But yeah, so as you're moving forward, if this is a lifestyle you would like to adopt, just continue to be cognizant. And as you're choosing, like, as you're choosing what you're wanting to feed your soul, your cells with, your soul too, your cells, your brain. Just don't do it blindly. Don't do it because you're starving. Don't do it because there's nothing else better to eat because you didn't plan for it. Or if you do, don't judge yourself for it. Don't beat yourself up for it, because that is also contributing to some of the, it beats your body up. Internally, it beats your body up when you have these negative thoughts about what you eat, what you're doing, how you're responding to things. So always be kind and loving to yourself, no matter what. Like, if you let yourself down, if a friend let you down, you would just put your arm around their shoulder and be like, it's all good, stuff happens. So do that to yourself. If you let yourself down, like, well, dang, my bad, I'll do better. So that's what I got with that. This cute fluffy face. Good now, Vonda. Oh my gracious, that puppy. I just want to pick it up. And who is this beautiful picture? Orso Sama. That's a gorgeous picture. Good now to you both. Just look at what else I was going to talk about. Alicia. I did what I could to cut back, and definitely made me more aware of what I was eating and listen to my body more on whether I was eating because I was hungry, bored, habit, or just needed to hydrate. I love it. Yeah, that is one of the tips I shared in the group too. That's beautiful. It really does. It makes you like, do I want that chip? Do I want that cookie, that cupcake, that good now, April? And if you say yes, you say yes. If you say no, you say no. It's not a thing. I know one of the other challenges that have come up when I'm working with clients. Good now, Vonda. Your first time here. That's your pup. So freaking, is a she or he? He, she, whatever, is adorable. So cute. So cute. And welcome, by the way. I'm glad you're here. Good now, Danny. And I saw another bubble pop in, but I missed it. You're welcome. Janet, good now, Janet. But yeah, welcome. We did, of course, you can see this is day 3 of, well, not day 3, part 3 of a 10-day challenge. If you missed the first couple of check-ins, well, the first check-in and the initial kickoff, you can find that, and you'll find this on my channel, Tube. If you wanted to catch the replay, it's like, what are they talking about? You can do that. But basically, we just did 10 days. Good now, Olivia. I don't have the journal up, but we did 10 days of just doing a, let me see if I could find it. Here it is. I'll share the journal once it opens. There it is. A 10-day brain health boost challenge. So the intent behind the challenge, basically, with your brain being the CEO of your life, you want to treat it as wonderfully as possible. right? So here's a challenge. Here's the journal. Let me move this. This is not the journal. How do I close it? I don't know. So I created a journal that you can use, not required, but it's a journal that you can use throughout the challenge. So you got 10 days where you can just kind of, thank you, Robin, for loving them. Is it Vanda or Vanda? Van or Van? Or either. I could be pronouncing it wrong both ways. Please correct me because I do want to honor the vibration of your name. So in here, and I was talking about the grocery list that we were following. My bubble's too big, isn't it? Let me see. Make me teeny tiny. Okay. So this is the grocery list that we were sticking to. And then, of course, we have what to stock your fridge with. So milk alternatives like almond milk, coconut milk, hemp rice, nut butters, coconut wraps. So this is also kind of part of the grocery list. I see moon shadow. Either. Vonda, how do you say it though? Because I found that people will say either when they have given up on people saying their name correctly, and I'm pretty good at pronouncing names once I learn it. I want to honor what you prefer. Being around like-minded people who are on the same health journey helps too. It does. I have found that when I'm around the wrong people, the interrogations and judgments about healthy living food choices is a little uncomfortable. It can be. Moon Shadow says good now. Good now. Moon Shadow and Debbie. I do that. I talk to the pets and then the humans. You were right, Karen. I have found with working with people too is if their spouse is not on that same journey, it makes it a lot harder. But that's why I'm here to like walk with them, help them through it. One of the challenges is they end up making two different meals, or they just make their own meal and leave them to themselves. But yes, you're correct. I would say for the uncomfortable part, which actually was leading me to another point I was going to make a moment ago, but I'll start with yours. It'd be interesting to understand like what makes it uncomfortable just looking inside, because you know that you're doing what is best for you and your health. And what I tend to think about, I'm like, if I eat junk and then later down the road, my 80, 90-year-old self is like, why did I do that to myself? Like, none of them are going to pay my medical bills. So screw them. Not in a bad way, but like their opinions are none of my business. Which kind of leads me to another thing, because I know traditions like Southern Latino will feed the heck out of people, right? And it'll not always be the stuff that fuels your brain. And I know it's loving and everything, and it's insulting if you don't take the food sometimes. So it's kind of when you know you're going into a situation like that, what could help is eating ahead of time so that you're not as hungry, and you can eat a little bit so that you can honor the work that they did. I have it sound like Van. Thank you, Vanda. Thank you. Killing us with kindness, actually. Yes. What are you talking about, KD? Talk to me. I think it's uncomfortable because I'm the minority, but you're right. It shouldn't affect me. If it does, it's okay. The fact that you recognize that is okay. I'm not, because I won't say shouldn't, right? There's no judgment as to why or what. It's just curiosity always. It's like it's affecting me because, like you said, you're the minority, and that can be food pushing family. I know, right? It can be uncomfortable until you get more at some point. So here's what I was gonna say. When we got food pushing family members and we feel like, good now, Helen, we feel like we have to say yes to the food. Sometimes you can say yes. That's just why I say eat beforehand. However, if you're getting to a point where you're like fully convicted, like you don't want to eat these certain things, one of the things that I love Eric Meads' his analogy. He's like, if someone was giving you a drug that you knew like cocaine or something, you would say no without an issue, even if it was from the family member, right? Um, so it's just it's what's the difference? It's because you hadn't fully decided that you weren't going to consume that anymore, and so with them offering it, you're like, oh, okay. But you most folks have really decided like I am not going to take drugs, so I it's easy to say no. So really, it's just getting to where you are in that in your conviction of that. If it's okay for you to like for me, chips, I will eat the heck out of some chips. Um, but what I had to do for myself because I have met me, I'm like I will bring one bag home, like the big bag, because I only like tortilla chips and I like the siete tortilla chips because it's like very few ingredients. But I will eat a whole bag in one sitting. And so what I have given myself permission to do, if I do it, I haven't bought one in a while, but I will have no more than 2 bags a month and stick with that. Like that's my threshold, so to speak. So kind but deadly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right, Katie. Danny says, but in reality, isn't a little bit disrespectful on their part to force feed us? It can be, but if you know, like that's the way they show love, then so the other part, that's a whole boundaries conversation too, right? Like at some point they may or may not offer that if y'all have had these conversations, or if you know that's a whole other conversation. But yes, I understand what you're saying, Danny. It is not honoring you saying no, but also if you don't say no with conviction, it's kind of like no thank you, and they're like come on, it's like it's not a hard no. Like if someone were to offer me a cigarette, I'm like no thank you, I don't smoke. Like that was another example. um, Someone who's working on quitting smoking and their smoke friends are like hey let's go smoke, if the one who's trying to quit smoking says I don't want to, they can more easily be influenced to go out as opposed to I don't smoke. Like there's less argument that you can be like I don't smoke. Okay, well if you don't smoke, I don't know what else I can say to inspire and or convince you to come, right? So it's how you also respond to the invitation. Vanda says true, trying to be polite, or taking more food. Yeah. Family kept saying it was good for me. Yeah. Yep. Hola, bella. Buenas horas. Yeah. It's like there's a balance because I get it, right? Like that is how I want to, when someone's in my house, I want to feed you. I do tend to feed you like stuff that is good for your brain, but I love to, and that might be the southern part of me. I'll just like eat, even if you're not hungry. You sure you don't want this? So I get it. It's like it's just they're a way of showing love and appreciation. But yeah, it's just that's a whole other conversation. They just don't know any better or are stubborn, so protect your body. Yeah, you are this is like I said, they're not gonna pay your medical bills. And predispositions to things, while you don't have to activate a gene by what you eat, like lifestyles and lifestyle habits and stuff like that. If you have, like for me, I have dementia in my family. My grandma had dementia, so that increases the risk of me being able to have dementia or being able to getting dementia, whatever. Which means I have to be more cognizant of how I treat my body in that way. Like not everybody has to be more conscious of that because it may not be something that runs in the family. Another thing that's very, very people have to be very cognizant of if addiction, it could be addiction to anything. If that is in the family, you have to take more precautions on certain things. Understanding behavior, notice your own patterns of things. So it's not always fair. Diabetes, if it's there, then you have to be more cognizant of how your body responds to sugar spikes and all that. It's annoying, but it is what it is. It's like you can get mad and frustrated and ignore it if you want to, but later down the line, you may end up paying. And to me, it's not worth figuring out because it's easier to prevent than it is to treat. I've been running my mouth. Let me see. It's the same with alcohol. I don't drink and they know it, so why are you trying to make me drink? Yep, it's the way Eat beforehand. It's the way you're responding to the invitation. They may know you don't drink, but it sounds like you may be open to drinking. So I would get some assertiveness. Not saying that you don't have it. This is just from experience and just from observations of other people. But if you notice that you don't have an assertive no, then there's always wiggle room for trying, because they don't want to drink alone. Like, who? Nobody wants to drink alone. Um, let's see. Robin says, I love Nicole's idea of eating before the family event. I am fully full fam. I love it, Robin. I try to bring my own beverages at an alcoholic event. Love it. Would encourage your interest in the brain neuroscience, etc. My grandma's dementia. I was like, I don't have kids, so if I get it, what's gonna happen? Like, who's gonna take care of me? That, and I also just want to age gracefully. I want to be able to enjoy my age, my retirement years, and you can't when you have dementia. It's not as much life. It's not a good quality of life. So that's what really inspired me. Good now, Evie. Let's see. What else? Bea says, Lord, I'm reporting comments. Y'all, let me get back on my nap. Oh, you're so correct, Nicole, regarding addiction. Thank you, love. Katie says, my family is full, really laid back alcoholics, but no thank you. I hear you. Looking up your natal chart can also help with what addictions and stuff. Interesting. I didn't know that, Bea. That is new news to me, because I don't use natal charts. So yeah, I know I just said a whole lot. Any questions about anything I said? Good now, Melly. And I think I saw some other bubbles pop in. Good now, Vivian. New Jersey. Right up the road. Rebecca, good now, love. Yo, how y'all let me talk for 42 minutes? How do you eat to prevent dementia? All these brain health, and it's not just food, it's also lifestyle, like your sleep. Good now, Carolyn. Those are the big pieces. Good now, another Lauren without a U in her name. Or it could be he, because I know a Lauren who spells a name like that. So forgive me if I disrespect that. Good now, Teresa. Correct me always. I am no stranger to being wrong. Good now, Sabina. Yeah, so it's mostly, it's a lot of lifestyle and the foods you eat. So sleeping, mindset, the way you talk, the way your belief system, like all of that impacts your brain and your body. Yep, sleep, memory games, puzzles, exercise helps, but I wonder if any specific foods. Oh yeah, this whole challenge was about brain healthy foods, and it's really, so dementia is like the blood flow is, you're not getting proper blood flow, mostly in the temporal area of your brain, which is where let's say temporal, yeah, where the memory is just not getting proper blood flow. So exercise, just keeping blood flow to the brain as much as possible, getting to sleep. It's not a guarantee, but you can slow it down. Certain supplements are helpful. If it does start to occur, you can slow it down. It can be discovered like 2 decades before it really forms. So if it's in your family, which I have not had my brain scanned yet, if it is in your family, it would be helpful to see if you have any markers that may point to that being a possibility, so you can get ahead of it. Exercising the brain puzzles, lion's mane powder. Yes, I have some. For cognitive function, lymphatic drainage exercise is very good. Lymphatic is good too. Yeah. Ooh, I massage my temporal muscles all the time and take omega-3. Yes, EPA omega-3 is even more powerful than just Lord have mercy. Let me go get this supplement. I use Dr. Daniel's supplements, Dr. Amon's supplements. I prescribe, for lack of a better word, them to clients as well. Let me get it. I'll show it to you. because in all of his studies, he has found higher EPA versus DHA. Of course, it's still a blend, but higher EPA is better for the brain. So, yeah, you can get it from his website. You can reach out to me, get it as well. 60 vegan soft gels. So, yeah. I don't know about international shipping, Karen, but we can figure something out. It's supposed to be better absorption and assimilation in the body. Yep. Thank you, Danny. I love it. Yeah, so let me see what else is on my outline that I forgot I had. Did anyone cut out caffeine during this 10 days? If they were caffeine drinkers, did anyone cut it out? Just for the 10-day challenge. And has anyone noticed better sleep? You did? Okay. How did you feel with that? Not me. Understand, Robin. How did that did you notice, like, were you tired at first and then your sleep got, like, how did that work out for you, Helen? Katie says a Wordle a day keeps the cobwebs away, plus actual books, not screen reading. I love it, Katie. No, you're still drinking cacao. Cacao is not too bad. It's the caffeine from like coffee and stuff. I cut it out years ago. I love it, Evie. You still had your coffee, Danny? I love it. I love it. It's all good. I didn't say cut it out. Soul, I haven't seen you in like 20 years. I was kidding. But good now, love. Who else popped in? Diana, good now, love. Amanda said, Katie. Yeah, it's cool. But Helen, did you notice anything for you? Like more clarity, better sleep, less moodiness? If I do my 12-week challenge, y'all will be without caffeine. Just saying. And you will be totally okay without it. You would be like, how did I not? I treat it like medicine and a ritual. I drink tons of water, though, and use that daily dose when I want to stop or cut caffeine. Love it. Good advice, says Ernesto. Thank you. I don't know what I said, but thank you. But yeah. No, I'm telling you. Look, I love how he explained it. He's like, think if you wanted to create something that would make people dependent. How did he say it? I don't know, but basically what caffeine can have a tendency to do, because it has a 6-hour half-life. So even for some, depending on how your body metabolizes it, if you finish it at 10 o'clock in the morning, it's still going to be in your system 6 hours later. So if you drink it at noon or later, like, it's there when you're ready to go to bed. And while you may go to sleep, you may not get that deep sleep, so you wake up tired and need more caffeine. So it's just like it can be a vicious cycle. Just note, Nicole. Kidding. No worries. Hey, I'm not making you do anything. Good now, Michelle. I'll stop drinking coffee come spring when it's warm. I love it. Helen says, ended up drinking more water and mint or chamomile tea. So that meant I didn't notice its absence and real clarity, no brain fog in the morning. I love it, Helen. That's so cool. So cool. Robin laughing at Katie. I ain't even mad at you. I get it. I think ADHD people may process it differently too. Maybe. Why do you say that? I know I have ADD, so there's that. I'm actually going to do a 7-part talk on the 7 different types of ADD, by the way. It'll be on here. Not a live talk, it'll be a recorded talk, so people can go back to it and take notes, because it's going to offer like nutrition and supplements that will help those different forms of ADD. And I do have ADD coaching, so. But tell me, Danny, what says you? And let me see what else I put on my Oh, yeah. I say that because coffee is more of a comfort drink than using it to wake up, because I feel like if anything, it could put me to sleep, and I'm not the only ADHD person to say that before. I think I need to see if there are any scholarly essays or studies done in relation to ADHD and caffeine. I would think that would be fun to research. Um, what I will say is the classic ADD, which is what people think of when they think about ADHD. Usually, some of the meds that they get put on are stimulants, which caffeine is a stimulant. So I can see how it can be beneficial for the forms of ADHD or ADD that do well with stimulants, but there are some forms of ADD that do not. It actually makes their ADD worse. So I could see how that may be supportive, but it's also not necessarily the best for brain health in general overall. Because I can go right to sleep after drinking coffee as well. But again, it does not allow for you because of the caffeine blocking the adenosine receptors, and the adenosine, when that particular chemical in your brain connects with its actual receptor, that's when you get tired and your body's like, oh, okay, it's time to go to sleep. But caffeine blocks that. So even if you're getting tired after drinking it, it doesn't you still don't have like all the processes that your brain is supposed to go through, because it's being fooled. It's not being the receptors are not, they don't have the right chemicals in it. um, I think if I have tea or coffee as a treat, it will be decaf. I love it, Helen. I'm so glad that worked out for you. Like, some people could not have done what you did so voluntarily. Like, they really do struggle and have withdrawals. So I'm glad that you were able to do that, and you have found that it served you very well. Vanda says, one coffee in the morning to give me a boost, but also a morning treat. Water rest of the day. I'm lucky I sleep well. I'm glad you sleep well. And yeah, if you drink coffee first thing in the morning, it's less likely to impact your sleep, because again, it's depending on how you metabolize it, it's usually only about 6 hours half life. So what they say with caffeine and alcohol is like up to like 10 hours before bed. Don't drink it past the 10 hours before bed. So day drinking is okay, apparently. I don't know about that, but it's not chemically correct. Yeah. They sell coffee alternatives over here in the health food shops, usually made with chicory, fiber, barley, etc. That's pretty cool. I would watch the barley though, because that can be um, with the fiber, it might not be so bad, but barley is a form of sugar, the way the body produces it or processes it. And if you have challenges with sugar and blood sugar, that may be something to pay attention to. But with the fiber, it might slow down the way the body absorbs it. Helen says, Danny says, that. Helen says, Danny, I have seen articles on the use of green tea for ADHD in children instead of medicine, and it worked. Love it. I think drinking lots of water really helped me not miss the caffeine. It is a big. I love, but you did that like intuitively. Like, I usually have to walk people through that, so that's why I'm like celebrating you for doing that. So good job. Danny says, Helen, thank you for mentioning that. I will see if I can trade out coffee for green tea. Yeah, if you're not using coffee to like fully wake you up and get you going, you might be able to trade it out for green tea, Danny. But people who like depend on coffee, green tea does nothing for them. At least that's been my experience when I've done different events and stuff. Evie says decaf tea and coffee do still have some caffeine in them. Yes, the tea having less. Yes, this is true. Danny says, you really make me want to use my everyday dose every day. I love it. Helen says, Danny, you are welcome. And Danny says, I depend on its warmth and its taste. Okay. Yeah. That's what meets I love. So when I was doing one of the 12-week program that I've put people through, um, I did it first, and I was actually away for business or for work I was in the military still at that time, so it's called TDY, temporary duty. Anyway, I was in Utah or Colorado. I think it was Utah. Those mountains. Anyway, they're so beautiful. I was in Utah. It was March. It was snow on the ground. And it's like a social drink in the morning. It's coffee, it's warm, and at the time there was no coffee in the program, and I was having tea, and I was like, this just isn't the same. But it brought some things into my awareness. I'm like, I'm drinking it as a social drink because it doesn't really give me that wake me up thing. Good now, Carla. But yeah, I think I'll make tea with cream. People do that. Yeah. They're like the English breakfast tea that has a high caffeine because it's a black tea, and people sometimes will put milk in it. I don't know about cream, but can't hurt to try. Good now, Rebecca. Who else has popped in? I feel like I saw some other bubbles pop in. Yeah, it can't hurt to try, right? Another Michelle. Good now, love. Earl Grey with creamer is good, so maybe that. Yeah, I love oolong tea, man. Good now, Wendy. Who is that? The little kid we're celebrating with? I see it. I like looking at y'all's pictures. Is that C? Good now, C. I like golden tea. Yes, me too, Melly. What is I have a blend, golden sun tea and golden moon tea. So of course, the sun tea has both of them have turmeric, but one has like more relaxing herbs and the other has more energizing herbs. I can't remember the actual blend. I can go get it, but yeah. Helen says, absolutely, Evie, I agree. I do miss the taste and the smell, so I will have decaf now and again. Yeah, I do too. I love the smell of coffee. I love the taste of coffee. I had clients who were like, I need to have cream and sugar in my coffee. I was like, that means you don't like coffee. Because if you like coffee, you can drink it black. Oolong, no sugar, ice cold is so good. I don't think I've had it ice cold. I don't put sugar in my tea at all. I just drink it straight most of the time. Sometimes I'll put honey. I do like honey in my oolong. Most other teas, I don't put anything in it. Yes. All right. Rini. Y'all, I have been running my mouth tonight. That is I'm cracking up at myself internally. Are there any thought patterns that y'all have noticed shifted? Like all or nothing thinking? Like Helen went all in on that. Good now, see. Blessings. Thank you. I buy that Japanese stuff. Which Japanese stuff? The coffee with the sugar and the cream in it? That is mostly like just a couple specks of coffee. Oh wait, that's the Korean one. That's what I had when I was in Korea. Teresa says, had to stop all tea and coffee and have been enjoying brewing cacao instead. I love it. I appreciate that you recognize that and you're like, you know what? It's not worth it. I'm going this way. Yes, please. Love to see different herbal teas. I'm obsessed with herbal teas and loose leaf teas. Me too. I love them. I love them, love them, love them. My cabinet is full. No, but that is so good. I love it. I used to drink it all the time in massage school. Nice. Well, I'm glad this reminded you about it. So yeah, during the challenge, and those who were not part of the whole 10-day challenge, no problem. You can catch the replay, and it's something that you can actually do on your own. I explained everything on day one. I did create a journal, which you can get if you visit my profile. So this is a journal, wrong button, that I created, and it gives you the opportunity for all 10 days. And then at mid-challenge, there's reflections every evening. And then there's even deeper reflections in the mid and at the end of the challenge. You can track your hydration, track your mood in the morning and in the evening, and then you can set your intention for the day, kind of jot down what you plan to eat for the day. It just makes it something that helps bring things into your awareness. So I just wanted to share that for anyone who had not joined the challenge from the beginning. It is something you can easily do on your own or invite people to do with you. There's a grocery list, and all I ask, because I don't like to be very restrictive, but all I ask is that you eat from the grocery list within because if you're vegan, of course, you're not going up here, but use these things, and the pantry and the fridge also has some food things. So but yeah, if you go to my profile, the link in my profile, you'll see the journal there. Let's see who popped in. Ooh, Teresa says, add a little roasted chicory and roasted dandelion, real tasty. That sounds so good. Yeah, the roastedness makes the roastedness. I don't know if that's a word, but anyway, when you roast stuff, it gives it that, like, I love the smoky taste. And that kind of is how coffee does as well. So that's a great tip. Thank you, Teresa. How do you roast it? Do you, how do you roast it? Rosa says, coffee intensifies our masculine energy with cacao, while cacao with the feminine. I had not realized that. I never thought about that before. Thank you, Rosa. Danny says, what is it? ITO golden oolong tea. Find it international or Asian markets. Oh, found it. Okay. Good now, Chris. Just popped in to say hello. Hello, love. So glad when you pop in. Millie says, thanks, I'm just joining. I'm so glad you're joining. Welcome, and you are welcome. That is a helicopter, if y'all hear it. Aw. I'm good now. Would you please show the Dr. Amen supplement again? Oh, of course. Let me take the book down. Yep. You can either get it from his website. I could send you a link. Or you can get it through me as well. You buy it roasted in bulk. Tea section. Love it. Love it. But yep. 1,000 milligrams. You're welcome, hun. Let's see. Helen says, when I have a healthy snack before I eat it, I feel like I'm missing the sour cream dip. But once I eat the snack, it's fine. That initial missing out feeling has not gone. It will at some point. I love that you recognize that. I love all the awareness that you've had. Is that, you've been putting that in your journal too, Helen? Or did you get the journal? I can't remember. Anyway. And she's made some really good meals, y'all. Like, she's shared some of the things in the group chat that we have on the Stack of Sub. What was I going to say? Oh, so one thing you can consider, this is something to think about too. A lot of times when we're craving something, right, it's really like the comfort of what we're basically we've married the comfort of that food with a situation. Like, for instance, if your mom, so mine is spaghetti. So whenever things were not, like, I think during my menstrual, when it was really bad when I was younger, I would have spaghetti. My mom would give me spaghetti. Spaghetti equals love, equals that makes me feel good, right? Whereas even without the spaghetti, just the love from my mom, the connection with my mom would also satisfy that craving. So what has happened, because it has all come together, like the brain has put all that together. So if you notice that you are craving a certain food or craving a certain taste of something, it would be interesting to just get curious and wonder, when did I start loving this food? Because, it wasn't probably your whole life. And what was happening the first time I've had it? And I wonder if it's just I need to reach out to someone and connect, because sometimes that will cancel out the craving. So that's also something to think about. Maylee says, I just bought an anti-inflammatory recipe book, so this will be a great complement to it. Ooh, I would love to hear about it. Please reach out and just share if you would like. I do have a group here on IT. You could join and share there, or the Stack of Sub. I had a group just for this challenge, and we were just talking. Anybody could join. It's wide open. The brewing cacao can be bought roasted as well. I want to know how to roast it. I'm just curious how, you know what I'm thinking. So I had, there was, when I went to, I was hired for a retreat to do a sound bowl session, and she, just like I do, like I always give gift kits when I host a retreat. So this host gave gift kits even to those who were part of the practitioners for the retreat, and she bought local stuff. So it was a coffee. It was a pecan coffee. And what made me think about that just now is like, if you roast some pecans and then you grate it up, you can probably, that's probably like a roasted coffee and add it to some, I don't know. I'm making this up, but that's just what came to mind. Cacao is just heavenly. It really is. And then I was sharing before, I have some heirloom cacao with this Euphoria blend from Anima Mundi Herbals. That is like one of my most favorite drinks. You must pop out now. Good now. Good now, Debbie. I hope I didn't miss you. I've been talking so long. Matt, we got another amazing teacher. Good now, Matt. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. You definitely need the grocery list. Yeah, it's there on my profile. And I might host another one. Hello. What does cacao taste of? Like chocolate, but just not sweet like most chocolates, because most chocolates have sugar and stuff added to it. So it's a little bitter, but you can add like cinnamon to it or vanilla to it, or drink it plain. It just depends. If you have a sweet tooth, you may want to add some pumpkin spice or something to it to kind of sweeten it up initially. But it's really good. That's all I got. I'm not one of those, you know how you'll say full-bodied and all, like I'm not. I can't even pretend. Slightly bitter chocolate in its raw form, but so good. Yes, yes, yes. It is. It's very heavenly. All right. Let's see what else I had on my. You found the lack of dairy, especially cheese, which I usually eat every day. Today I made a vegetable soup and added beans to make up for no cheese, so it filled me up. I love that, Helen. I'm so proud of you. You just knocked this challenge out. Like, I'm all in. You just jumped right into the deep end. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And I love the results that you've gotten. Yep. I hope this has helped everyone just have an even more appreciation for your brain, your body, all of that as you've navigated through this. Again, if you've not been with us the whole time, that's totally okay. You can catch replays. You can do this on your own. It's 10 days. It's very, very quick, very simple, in my opinion. It actually made things easier because you have this one grocery list. Because I was saying earlier in the challenge, like, way back in the day, there was only 2 types of bread. I mean, bread's not in this challenge, but there was 2 types of bread. Nowadays, you got 300 types of bread, and you're like, I don't know which one to choose. Well, for one, I would say anything that has more than 5 ingredients on it, just run away. Don't even bother. But just, epiphanic moment. I don't think I've ever heard that word, and I love it. And I know what it is, but like, I don't even know if I said it right, but I love it. Okay. Talking about the food correlations. Nicole, whoa. Every time I'm within your auric field, some downloads or remembrances triggered. I love that, Chris. What was triggered? I love that. Thank you. The missing out feeling is hanging around though. It's okay. Because, so the perspective, if I may, the possible perspective shift, PPS. Nicole, lettuce with no dairy. Why limited beans and lentils? I will not go into the dairy story, but you have to be ready for that one. And it's not even so much about PETA stuff. It's other things. Missing out. Think about it this way. You're gaining more than you're missing, more than you're losing. Because your health is priceless, right? And if this is improving your health in so many ways, then you're preventing stuff, you're gaining quality of life as opposed to missing out. Now, I will say, like I said before, you don't have to completely say goodbye to those things. Just be very cognizant when you go to consume them, as opposed to it controlling you. You're like, this, I'm choosing to eat this. Like for me, I don't consume a lot of sweets, but when I do, I'm like, this is worth my allowance, so to speak, for lack of a better word. This is worth what I will choose to eat this. So that's my only suggestion, is to be very aware. The point is to not eat blindly anymore. Big question: dairy. Don't we want to have our yogurt in our diet confused what to have? So you can have yogurt from non-dairy sources: almond, coconut, soy. Although I don't usually recommend soy too much because it confuses some of the body sometimes. And also a lot of times soy is a lot processed. But the industry has done a beautiful job in making people think that dairy from cows is our best source of calcium or vitamin D, and that is unfortunately not true. Which is why they went from what was the old one was like milk, good for your bones or something, and then they changed it they left out the bone part. Like they say milk, it does a body good, but because they had already ingrained the other message, the ad still looked kind of similar, and so that it was already there. In theory, if you think about it, just warning, if you think about it, the only reason cows are producing milk is because they were pregnant and they had a calf who would normally be drinking that milk. And that calf is supposed to get to 1,000 pounds within the first year. So the nutrients in that cow's milk is going to change as the calf is developing, although the calf is no longer getting that milk because they take the calf away from the cow so that they can give us the milk. So that's kind of one of the things I'm like, I don't. So you don't know at what stage that milk is in at any point in time. Like it could be in the first stages of the calf's life. It could be towards the end. It has different nutrients. So that's one of my, I'm not saying I'm completely dairy free. I just minimize my dairy because more often than not, most people are lactose intolerant. It's just that the body has gotten used to it. You start it when you're really, really young, before you can remember any sort of reaction to it. And then you just kind of get used to it. Sushi in San Diego was the remembrance. The sushi shop in San Diego in all clear as day. I love it. The day in that shop was the committal to sushi moment for me. I love that, Chris. That is so beautifully random. You had a yoga teacher who would say cow milk is for baby cows. Is that what you're saying also? Yes, it is. Because in theory, like when women are pregnant, they have breast milk for their babies. We don't typically, some women actually sell their breast milk for athletes because of all the nutrients in it. But on a regular basis, we're not giving our breast milk to animals and other people typically. So that's just, that's the reality of it. That's really the only reason they have milk to begin with, is because they had a calf. Otherwise there would be no milk there. So it's like, what are they feeding the calves? I'm not going to go, like, that can become a whole thing, but it's just something to think about. Like the nutrients in that milk were really made for that calf, not for the human. But the industry has done a beautiful job back in the past making us think otherwise. So just trying to keep just informing so that people can make a decision based on not just the advertisements that were plastered in front of our faces. If you still choose, it's fine. Like, there's no judgment. This is you. You do what's good for your body, what feels good for you. But that's the reality. That's why they have milk there. Good now, Bev. I saw this one earlier. Christina Grace. I love it. Christina Grace Rose. What a cool name. You definitely have beautiful skin. The limit in dairy definitely shows in how clear your skin is. Is that what that is? I didn't even know. Have you eliminated all dairy? I have not, because I really like cheesecake from sometimes. And I also sometimes like macaroni and cheese. But that's like once or twice a year. I consume oat milk more than any other milk. I used to make my own almond milk, but sometimes almond milk does taste like almonds, and that almonds doesn't taste good with everything. So I mostly use coconut milk because it's really neutral. I mean, it's also grains, so give or take, like that's like eating rice on a regular basis. But and thank you, Karen Q. Um, yeah, dairy can also do that as well. I know with singing um, and recording, they say dairy makes that mouth sound that you get, and it creates phlegm in the throat. Um, yeah, it does. I tried making almond milk, but it's an acquired taste. Yeah, it is. It just tastes like liquid almonds. Even with adding dates to it, because I add like a couple of dates just to, but it's good. It's just it doesn't go with everything. Does coconut milk have high? It probably does, but I don't know. But if it is, it'd be like MCT, right? Because people put MCT oil in their coffee, which is coconut. Let me see. I've never looked it up. Did I say coconut? I meant oat milk for me. What's the? But probably. But if I said oat milk, then that's what I meant to say. Coconut milk is another one. Like it tastes like coconuts to me, and I don't like coconut in everything. Fat content of coconut milk. I love how it's called milk. It's not. Is it really milk? 9 to 15% for full fat canned versions, with most of the fat being saturated fat. According to that quick search. I've not studied it in depth. Yeah, so LeBron and Patrick Mahomes, was it Bonquisha's milk was not intended for you, bro. Yeah, all that. I love it, Bonquisha. I love it. Hey, Mark, good now, love. The offer unsweetened versions. Yeah, they do, Lauren. They do have unsweetened versions. Inga, good now, love. My only reservation with things being altered is like what process did it go through to make changes? Because it's just, again, being aware and choosing intentionally and not blindly. Because you could probably worry yourself into the ground, like I shouldn't eat this or this, that, or the other because of this, that, and the other. Don't do that. Please don't do that. Just pay attention to how your body responds to things. Thanks for checking that out. You're so welcome, Vanda. Can you say which plant-based milk is a good choice? The only reason I won't is because everybody's body is different. Everybody's body metabolizes things differently and receives things differently. So it could be coconut milk, it could be almond milk, it could be soy. Again, it just depends on where that soy is coming from. It could be oat milk. What else? You could probably make any kind of nut milk. So it's really just like, what's your taste preference? How does your body respond to it? Really pay attention to how your body responds. I always tell clients, like, pay attention an hour later, 30 minutes later, 24 hours later. If you notice something off, you could attribute that to possibly what you consumed. Some have no glyphosate residues for oat milk and 4 ingredients. Yes, exactly. Yeah, the oat milk that I use has like 3 ingredients. Plenish oat milk is a good brand, but I don't think they sell them in the US. Yeah. I will say, the one that I use, I've used one that was literally just oats and water, and it just doesn't have that thickness. So the one that I use, it's got an oil in it as well. So it has that more full-bodied feel to it. Yeah, taste and see. And if you can like go to a place where if you put it in the tea, get a plain tea and have them add oat milk or have them add almond milk. I will say though, if you go to a barista, the versions that they use, they have a whole bunch of ingredients that you may not normally uh, add to yours, because they have to please so many palates, right? So yeah, it sucks that you would have to buy a whole big thing, but if you know someone who's drinking it and you find like you don't like it, you're like, hey, can y'all want this? That's what I do. Um, or have someone who has what you are wanting to try and be like, hey, can I try that? You'll pass on the added cyanide by mistake, mixing and matching with my life. I love it, Chris. Yes, for sure. I like oat, but rarely need milk or milk alternatives. I like it. Sell that. I know what you meant, Karen. Karen Hugh. Jen says, hello and good now, love. So the oil functions as it seems to, just judging, because it's like, again, there's 3 ingredients in that particular oat milk, and then the other one that I bought because I was like, I want to consume less oils. The other one was just oats and water, and I'm like, ooh, great. And I was like, ooh, no, this is flat. This went flat on me. I'm like, I don't even know if I could use that for like muesli. So I just minimize how often I have the oat milk. Less ingredients is always better for me. Absolutely. Yes, you're right. This brand is just oats, water, and sea salt. Exactly. I understand that added oils make it creamier. It does. It does. And it's just one, on this particular brand, is one added oil. But if you turn a lot of the oat milks, any of the alternative milks around, if you turn them around and read the ingredients on the back, you would be like, really? Really? This is what y'all decided to do? It's eye-opening. It's like, I hate y'all too. you don't care about me. It's like people, they're like, you don't care about me. When people have like little ingredients like that, I'm like, oh, you care. If I can't pronounce it, I'm not eating it. Exactly. Like if you can't just go buy it and make, like almond milk, almonds, water, dates. If it doesn't have that ingredients, if you can't make it at home, then reconsider potentially. I have to be a detective at health food stores. We all do. But I'm glad that you recognize that, Melly, because most people don't even know to do that. I was saying earlier in the challenge, or in the group, I can't remember if I said it in the live or in our group in the stack, but the front of the packaging, don't believe it. Turn it around, read the ingredients list. The front is so beautiful. It looks like they care. They have a brown packaging that looks all natural, or they have green leaves. Like that is all psychological marketing, because they know that just in our deep psyche, that means health and all that. Flip that baby around. Like, okay, what are y'all really trying to give me? And read the ingredients list. Same, I read every ingredients in everything I buy now. It's time consuming, but so to make it not time consuming, if you see more than 5, just put it back. Don't even bother reading it. That's how because it was making my grocery store shopping, like I have Raynaud, so my fingers go numb just by peeling a orange out of the fridge in the middle of summertime. So I'm not trying to be in a grocery store any longer than I have to, because I hate numb fingers. And so I got to the point, I was like, this is taking too long. I mean, at some point you get to, you know your brands, but when you're first on this journey and you're like reading all this stuff, you're like, this is taking too long. So I'm like, 5 or less ingredients. If I can't count it quickly, it's not for me. It's too much. Even if it's all like stuff that I can read, I'm like, this is too much. Why did y'all take so long to get to this point? What are y'all doing over there? So yeah, shorten, because I already don't like shopping. So I'm like, what's the best way that I can do this efficiently and still maintain the integrity of what I am doing? That is my whole life philosophy. I gave up buying shop-made breads a long time ago and made my own, but I buy crackers. It's too long to make crackers at home. I love it, Helen. I I thought about making bread, but I don't bake. So I'm like, if I can't find something that is in alignment, buying a loaf is too much for me. So I will, from time to time, get the ones that I would never buy and keep in my home, like croissants or whatever. And I was like, I'll just take it this time. Again, doing it with awareness. Yes, exactly. Do the same thing. Simplicity in ingredients. Absolutely. I'm glad. Melly says that's a good plan along with those high oleic seed oils they throw in. Yes, right? It's like what? Barley, the safflower seed, like really? Yeah, just I hate shopping. Me too. We had a bakers near us who do natural. I love that, Evie. I do not, but Mom's Organic Market, they get bread every day that's naturally baked. So sometimes I'll get this. I love sourdough bread. I might go get one tomorrow. Y'all brought me to this bread because I'll be somewhere I could share it with people, so I won't eat the whole thing myself. I do buy sourdough eventually. Every month, only 4 ingredients. It's fermented. Yeah. So, I know I went way off, way off the agenda, but I hope this has all been helpful. Let me see what else I wrote. Sleep. We talked about it a little bit. Consistency with your sleep, consistency with this whole thing, right? So if you're like building up a resilience when you get the proper sleep, when you eat in a way that supports your brain more often than not, you're building up this resilience that so when you do go eat your cheesecake, I'm talking to myself, when you do go eat a slice of cheesecake, it won't take you out, so to speak, right? So being consistent and intentional, being very cognizant of the food choices that you're making, paying attention to how your body's responding. Are you getting sleepy after eating? Like, that's not normal. Sometimes that means it could be your pancreas like not handling the blood sugar too well. So pay attention to little things like that. Way off, but lovely discussions nevertheless. I know, right? Is anybody else noticing the decline in food? Yes, I feel like my body recognizes the lack of nutrients I'm getting from it has, like, there's been things on IG that I've seen where it's like it's the same candy I had when I was little, and they show you it's like, no, it's not. The candy when you were little had 3-4 ingredients, now it has 20. So yeah, things have, but as Eric Edmead say, and as I reiterate, we vote with our dollars. If we stop buying the crap, then they aren't making money, and the whole purpose of the business is to make money. So that's why you're noticing more choices that are a little bit healthier. Like people are starting to wake up a little bit. So the more we wake up, the more we stop buying the crap, the less they will make it. Because we are like, no, because we cannot compete with the lobbyists. Like, there's no freaking way. The only way we can compete is by what we spend our money on. If we aren't buying the stuff, they aren't going to make the stuff because it won't make any good. It won't make sense for them to. IT is bad for my sleep because I keep staying awake listening to lives. Oh, Evie, I know. Well, if it's ever mine, just know that they are always on the tube of you, so you don't have to stay up. You can chime in, and then if you have a comment, you can reply on the comments on the tube, and I will respond. Do not let me be the one to keep you up. So I know it's a difference between being live because you interact real time, but sleep is more important. I always tell my community, sleep with the meditation, because they're like, I'm sorry I slept in. Like, don't be sorry. Sleep first, meditate next, and sleep first for everything, and then join. Because honestly, if you're tired, you're not really absorbing any of the information very well anyway, because your body's like, yeah, I'm not even a body. Your brain is like, yeah, I'm done. You're up too late. Yeah, take your butt to bed. Heck, it's about my time to go to bed. It's only 6:30 p.m., but it feels later because I'm up early. So yeah, I'm just gonna. I've talked to the whole almost 2 hours. Let's see what else. It's 11:30. Man, take your butt to bed. This will be on the tubular. Yep, y'all are in the same. Sounds like you're on the same place in the UK. Take your butts to bed. Especially, well, I don't, Helen, sometimes you're up in with me when I do the meditation in the morning. But of course, that is 5 hours ahead, so it's usually 10 in the morning for you, probably. But yeah, Go sleep. Let's see. I will keep the chat open from the stack of subs. So if you ever want to check in, you too, Kara Cute, y'all are just rebels. I thought so too. Yeah, Helen's in the UK too, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and Evie. I love it. I need to go to the UK. Most of my folks are from the UK and Australia. But yeah, so I'll keep the chat open if y'all want to share recipes and pictures and stuff. And if you share enough, I could create like a little recipe book just from the group. If you're interested in that, it'll just be something simple. So, you work for OSHA compliance project manager in the chemical industry for way too long. So I know firsthand the big vats of who knows what they kept bringing in. So what's on the label when it gets to the shelf is not what's really in that package, that product. It's a hard, concrete hard pass for this guy. You know what? You're right. There are companies that have been like sued because I don't know how people found out unless it was a leak from one of the companies like yours, Chris. But they're like, the label says this, but this is what's in this. Like the US is so bad about that a lot, unfortunately. So that's the other, which is why like even with the few ingredients, if you notice like your body's reacting in a way that just doesn't seem to be aligned with these fresh ingredients, that could be a cue to something. So 10:30 a.m. Oh yeah, when I'm doing the meditation. Yeah. So I digress. Thank you, Chris, for that. It's true. Unfortunately, we just gotta do our best, be as diligent as possible, vote with your dollars, especially here in the US. Yeah, if you can grow your own stuff, grow your own stuff. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wind us down. Jen says, Chris agreed and thank you for the great advice. My intuition is what I feel into more than the listed ingredients. Yes. Sometimes you could douse the ingredients too if you have a good lord, pendulum. Jeez. Rachel, good now, love. Yep. All right. I know I just like almost gave a whole nutrition class. We're supposed to be celebrating what y'all have done over 10 days. But we did. I'm so happy for what has happened. Helen, I would love for you to just do the perspective shift on missing out versus what you're gaining, is where you put your focus, your attention, and just see how that works for you. Or figure out where the association of the things that you're missing out on, like where is that association emotionally. Like I said, spaghetti and my mom and love. Like when I feel overwhelmed, spaghetti is my food that I want. And that's because that's just, my mom used to make spaghetti, and yeah, it's just something to think about. Because we all know emotional eating. It's like, what emotion is this, so that I can, good now, love, so that I can find another way to soothe it, for lack of a better word. Because there are other ways besides food. Because usually so sometimes like the emotion kind of makes you feel like you don't have control over something. So when you make a decision to eat something, it's really that decision that makes you feel better more so than the food. So if you make a decision to do something else, you get that sense of control back, and then you're not beating yourself up for eating some craziness. So just consider that as well. It's all the brain stuff. They started calling me Caliber Chris because I would walk into a plant with that "I'll shut this down, play with me if you want" swag. I love it, Caliber Chris. Karen says, yes, Helen, it's nice to have more UK people in Nicole's live. I thought I was the only one. Oh, yeah. We got a couple of you folks up in here. I love it. I love it. A lot of Aussies come as well. Chris, you are loved and appreciated. Good now, Karen, SG. And I saw some other folks pop in I've not said good now to. Yogi, good now, love. I think I said good now to everyone. Oh no, I didn't say good now to this one. Eric, good now, love. All right. Just to wrap things up. Any questions, comments, thoughts, last thoughts? I continue to celebrate you for showing up, whether you joined at the beginning, in the middle, not at all. I don't care. You showed up to learn about Brain Health Boost because that was the name of the live. So just the fact that you I care about my brain enough to see what the heck this chick's talking about, I'm going to celebrate you for that as well. Because the brain is so important. Because once it's not working right, life is so much harder, and you require help that you may not have needed in the past. And it's just the quality of life is a thing, for me anyway. Any last thoughts? Thank you for all the work and time you put in here, Nicole. You're so welcome. It's my pleasure, my honor. You already know me. I want y'all to win. One of the best ways to win, one is meditation, that's my first, but also how you treat yourself with your food, with your thoughts, with your actions, activities. Jen says, love to you, Nicole. Sleep well. Love and peace to everyone. Thank you, Jen. You as well, my love. Evie says, I was wondering why mine was nearly dead. Aw. Amma says, thank you so much, Nicole, for your expertise and big interest in sharing. You're so welcome. I'm like, things are kept secret too much. Like, let's talk about it. So, excellent. Health is wealth. Absolutely. Thank you for this wonderful space tonight. You're so welcome, love. May you rest well and deeply. Thank you so much for the love. Bayade, good now. She says, good now, Nicole and community. Good now, love. Evie says, thank you, Nicole. Good to see you again. You too, hun. You too. Thank you, Nicole. You're so welcome, Lauren. You said this was great. I'm glad. Yeah, if you ever, of course, want any or need any more direct help, because in the programs I do, I always add clearing, because a lot of times we can know what to do, but there's an invisible wall that prevents us from doing it. And I love to help figure out what that is and get it out the way. So anytime I'm doing nutrition coaching, it's not just about the food. It's about the deep roots that are either in the way or helping, leaning into your strengths, all of that. It's the whole person. You're welcome, Ailey. Thank you. Thank you. You know how to reach me. You know where to find me. And I actually scheduled my live for tomorrow morning, so we'll meditate on here. If you would like to join, 5:30 a.m. Eastern. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you. Kim says, hi, IT friends. I just went through a difficult emotional experience with someone very deregulated. I just wanted to jump in to remember the peace of this live community. I am so glad that we were on, because I'm not normally on this time. So I'm glad we were here for you to have you just jumped into this net soft pillow of love, and I'm glad that you knew that you could jump into here. And I'm glad that you recognized that it wasn't necessarily a you thing, it was them. So you came here, got centered and fluffed and loved. Christine agrees. Quality, intention, truth. Yes, I love it. You're so welcome. I'm glad, Kim. Big hugs to you all. Rock on, Kim, says Katie. Heck yeah, man. Oh my goodness. All right, loves. I'm gonna hop off and Anyone who's in my group, or if you would like to join my group, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we always have a meditate in the meditate tab. So if you want to sit with a couple of us, you are welcome to. Always 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We just sit, listen to one of the tracks, and just wind down or wind up, depending on what time of day it is for you. But you're always welcome to join. Thank you, Nicole. I'm following you now. Oh, thank you, Vanda. I'm so glad. I would love to see that puppy. What is her name? Did you tell me? See you there, Lauren? Awesome. I'll see you there. So I don't know if y'all saw Debbie here. She has the llama. The llama's name is Moonshadow, which I freaking love that. I'm going to learn all the pet names. You'll be there? Awesome. Good now, Rose. That was my grandma's name. I love it. All right, my loves. Anytime I take like 80 years to say goodbye, you know, when Pam's on, she's like, never can say goodbye. I know. All right. I will see y'all around the app, whether it be in Matt's live as long as he's before midnight, because he's on a different time zone, so his lives are usually a little late for me, but he was on earlier the other night, so I got to hop in. Violet's live, or Caitlin's live, anywhere, let us go. Yes. Welcome, Vanda. Thank you, Lauren, for loving on Vanda. But I will see you around the app. Thank you for being you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for loving on you enough to be here, because you are worth the effort. And as always, may you all create the most amazing now moments. Until I see you next time, make every moment count. Mwah. Ciao for now. And ciao to you too.